go. All right, guys. So, uh, it was about 2 days ago when Daxton, your urchins, came to the alley behind nowhere. You went out to meet them, give them some food like you do, and there were several of them missing, than like the normal pack. And a couple of them relayed to you that something was happening in the dredges, the lower slums of down Mellington. Um, you promised to look into it, told the group, and you guys headed your way, but not before your bartender, Trevik, said he knew a bit about the dredges and he could lead you through there like it was the back of his hand and help you and assist you as he grew up there. He joined you, led you into the dredges where you investigated the one house of this like ruined house that the urchins were staying in. And you saw signs of like claw marks in the walls and scurrying and just more predatorial kind of investigations rather than like a guard or something kind of combat went through here. And it was just that time you heard a scream from down the alley. All of you beelined out the house or ran to the this 2.5 story house at the end of the alleyway, busted through the door. Cornelius went and healed the guy that had guts like kind of spewing out. Well, the rest of you made your way up the stairs to the left and had an encounter with some were rats, saving the lady and killing all of the were rats. Um, you you were led to an abandoned warehouse down by the Colfell River. You went there, investigated in, found a back door that led to this long, winding cavern, passing a couple odd, like, storage rooms, on your way down. You made it to this large, like, 120 feet, kind of like circle domed cavern where the rats were crawling all over. The floor was littered with them. You saw uh, three were rats and humanoid uh, robed figures and uh, a mutated Trevek standing at this altar, and he welcomed you, you powerful blood. And behind him, this back wall had like just probably 10, 12 like old rusty circular cages with humans just in it. A battle ensued, back and forth. As your blood hit the floor, their power got stronger. But you guys finally cornered Trevek at the altar and put him down. At that point, Daxton, in large form, you pulled out your keys and you handed it to one of the urchins you know and told him to unlock that. Just as you turn around and Trevek takes his last breath, this rumble through the cavern, like it was coming in surround sound, almost like a old, like deep, low whisper scream, like no, like just this massive, low noise. And at that point, the ceiling starts to shift, and particles are falling down from the ceiling. Some water is now starting to drip through. As you guys remember, the streets above have been backed up for a while. So that's where we begin. you don't have any enemies in it. You hear Regents come down from the opposite side of the cavern, you know, and we'll just say Trevek went back to to nowhere, like you guys told him, and as you killed his regular guy, the simulacrum fades, and he made it back to nowhere, and that's where we'll just it's fantasy, and we want Lex to play too, so it works for me. So you have 9 cages, and I'm gonna say, yeah. What do you guys want to do? Should we roll? Should we do initiative for this? Let's do that. Let's roll some dice.
Yeah.
Let's roll some dice. I don't know if. Let me see if I have the old initiative. If I do, I do not. So, all right. Just yeah. I'm Nevish. What'd you roll?
22.
22 for Nevish. All right. Daxton.
Same.
All right.
Same.
22.
My dex is 20.
Yeah, your dex is better.
Yeah, you go.
Regents.
19.
19. And Grey Boar.
15.
Okay. And
Can we choose to go later in initiative order?
yeah, I mean you can pass it off. I'm cool with that. But if you don't use it by the end of the time, then you lose it.
Yeah.
And then so we got Grey Boar. All right. So
But I don't want to go first.
no one does. All right. Daxton, you're up. What do you want to do?
So I am still enlarged and still have giant might.
What you want to do, man?
I'm going to. So I'm going to turn real quick to the cages and see which ones are our. If any of them are still locked, I'm going to try and pick the lock.
Okay. Well, so looking at these cages, like in just your keen eye, these are old rusty cages that have like simple rusted locks. They could probably either be picked or beaten.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever you choose to do. It's nothing fancy. These guys aren't wealthy or anything.
So,
Just go up and twist them by hand. Just twist the lock off.
Yeah, and I have advantage on strength checks because I'm enlarged, so I'll go ahead and rip a lock off or however many locks I can get off.
Okay. Well, I'd say. I mean, it'd take an action to do that. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not getting out of here without giving these guys a running shot. So
Okay.
I'll go with this cage and like snap a lock off.
Alrighty. Roll me an athletics check. Nevish, you're on deck.
So it's an advantage. So that's a 14 and a 10.
A 14.
So yeah.
You hit it, and like you lift your hilt, like, and it snaps. You can open it and open that door. That one, that cell has 3 people that come out of it, and the one that you gave the key to, that kid puts it around, snaps it, opens, and you can see him and another guy exit out of that. Looking at you and looking at that, they'll wait to their turn to do anything.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do? You have movement. You can pretty much get to anywhere, any one of these cages, from where you guys currently are, except for Regent. She's on the opposite side of this.
I'll take the key from the kid.
Okay.
And run it to the next cage and hand it off to someone inside. If you'll allow me to do that, because
Yeah.
I can't use the key to open the lock because that would be.
That's fine. That's fine.
Thing, but hand it off.
So we'll say cell 1 is open. That's the initial guy that got out. You busted cell 2's lock, and cell 3 now has the key from cell 1. All right. So
Okay.
and there's 9 of them. We'll say.
Okay.
All right, Nevish. You are standing
How's
at the
the lighting in
altar.
here?
It's getting dimmer now that the connection to the altar is lost. It's still like glowing as it's only been 12 seconds since that happened, but it's going to like regular light down to dim light. It's fading that way, almost like the energy is gone, or exactly like the energy is gone.
I'm gonna cast light on my amulet
Okay.
and proceed to sort of make sure Daxton's got enough working light. And how are these? Is anyone hurt?
Yeah, everybody is hurt. Doesn't look like
All
they've.
right, great. But what about our group?
Oh, yeah.
No. I was kidding, but I did want to know about them. But seriously, any of you guys look bad?
I'm down 6 points. Is it?
I'm gonna healing word one of the prisoners.
Okay.
Whoever looks the most in need, I guess.
What's your passive perception? Is it pretty high?
15.
15? Yeah, that's enough. So you see Daxton like grab the key from the one boy and just like twist around and hand it through these the grates on it, and as the hand reaches out and grabs it, you see like just blood dripping off, and you look right at that guy, and what do you say to him?
I'm gonna. It's. I mean, somatic. So I am saying something, but I imagine that it's more like he hears it in his head,
Yep.
and I guess I'm just gonna say calm, and some sort of warmth washes over him, and I mentally encourage his body to heal itself.
Okay. And for how much?
Ooh, it's been a little while. Okay, 8.
8 hit points.
Yeah, for first level.
Go ahead and take a D8 of inspiration, please.
A D8 of inspiration. All right.
Anything else? Now it's bright in here. Everybody can see, and that guy's healed up.
That's pretty much my actions.
All right, Greedence. as like you're like tracking your group. You're. I mean, I would just assume that like you know how they do, so it's probably pretty easy for you to find them, especially when you want to. You make your way down, and as you see, I think it was Daxton that did the killing blow to the mutated Trevek. As Daxton's sword pulls out and he starts maneuvering around, you enter into this, and you can see just 9 prison cells on the back with mostly young kids, but a couple females and males of parent age. But you see all of this. You're 60 feet away from them right now, we'll say. Actually, I don't know. Yeah.
Sorry, I just need to read this one spell that I just got.
Okay. Let's see. What is it?
Arcane Gate.
I'm gonna loot the fuck out of these bodies my next turn. Die with gems.
Wait,
Clutching gems.
what was that, Gradients?
I'm just gonna go up to one of the doors and say, "Stand back, kids!" And I'm gonna hit it with my spoon.
All right, go ahead and roll for an attack.
Oh god, that cage is fucked.
That is a 15 on the die. What is that with my bonus?
Yeah.
20 with my bonus.
Doesn't have a chance.
So also because your spoon is imbued with that gem, your damage, I don't think I did this for it, is a D12. Yeah, it's like
okay.
that stone when infused with an item gives it, cool thing.
So it's that plus the thunder damage.
Okay.
Because there's 3d8 of thunder damage associated with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so d12 of bludgeoning. Got it. So that's 11 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
And 16 points of thunder damage.
Okay. So you go up to the fourth, like you can make it to like two of the middle cells, and you tell them to stand back. You bring your spoon out, you bring it down, you hit it, and then like the back half of the cell busts into the cell number 5, and here, let me just see how well they do. Okay. A couple of them get pinned from it, but they rip off, and 4 and 5 are now both open with that much damage.
Oh shit!
And
Sorry. And I'll start walking over to the other one.
and you free 7 more people come out of those two, and you walk over to the next one. Can you do anything else, or are you just preparing for?
No, I'm just preparing for my next turn.
All right. Actually, I should have done this before Greedence' turn. That's all right. As we hit initiative count 20, you feel the like just the shift in the shell of this massive cavern. Sewer water starts leaking down into filling up like parts of the floor. It is now difficult terrain in this thing. In this area.
Shit.
Solomon, go ahead and roll me
In the shit now.
an initiative, please.
Sorry.
Kieran on screen! Yay! There he is. And Noah too.
21.
21? All right. I'm gonna let you go after Gravor, and then we'll restart at the beginning of next round. So, Gravor, you are up.
I'm gonna walk up to the next cage and just hit the lock with my fucking hammer.
All right, go ahead and make an attack.
What's 22 to hit.
What?
22
22, that hits.
for 10 points of bludgeoning
10
damage.
points. You don't even touch the lock. You touch like the whole opening mechanism. You just take your hammer and you put it down and just like shatters to the ground. You open up the hinge, and as you open it up, like it falls off. You grab the door before it hits one of the kids trying to get out. You just toss it aside. And in this one, it's a little bit larger. There's 12 people that come out of this.
I'll use my second attack to hit another cage.
So
Good luck.
we have 4, 5, 6. This is cage 7. Go ahead, make an attack.
11 to hit.
11. Like smack into it, and it's like wedged in there. Doesn't do anything. You ping it, but it doesn't take any damage.
I'll bonus action hit it again.
Okay. Whack!
I'll hit it. My hammer's stuck there. I'll just get my other hammer and just hit the back of my other hammer.
Perfect.
Force it through. 27. No, not 20. 25.
Yeah, definitely.
And for 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Punch, ting, and it like where it's like attached, it breaks backwards. You know, just kind of gets some backspin and falls off, and the door opens up. Out of this one, wow, this is another large one. 11 more. Like you can see, 5 of them are like too young for us to be talking about, but they're like yeah, 5 years old, little kids. You know.
After I broke it open, I'll tell them, start running now, and I'll just how many cages is there left?
That was 7, so there's 2 more left, and Solomon is up.
I'll have a quick look about how many. Is any of the younger kids starting to struggle?
Now that the water's coming down, it seems like everybody is a little bit slower than they should be, but there are definitely a lot more children and young teens than there are adults in this cavern as they're starting to flee. So I would say naturally some of the younger ones would be struggling.
I'll pick up 1, 2, well, two of the youngest ones that are clearly struggling under my arms, and start running towards the stairs.
Start running. All right. So Grey War is +2, and you're heading out. What's your movement?
35.
35. So we'll say you get 15 feet towards the other side, and this cavern is 100 feet from where you are to the entryway. So you will need to make all of that. All right. That brings us to Solomon. As Terek was slain, you've seen Daxton open up a couple of these. Nevish healed and Britain made the cavern visible again with light. Regence is doing her thing. Greybor is doing his thing. There are still 2 cells that are locked, and they are the furthest ones away, probably 15, 20 feet from where you are now. You guys, when you're moving up where the altar is, this isn't difficult terrain because it is like a foot and a half above the regular floor. It's kind of like, a walkway platform almost. So you can run over there without any,
I'm just gonna run up to one of the cages, whichever's closest, and pull up my thieves' tools and try and unlock it.
Okay. Roll lockpicking check.
Ooh, not good. 16.
A 16?
Yeah.
You get them out. You feel like resistance. You can look and see it's like all rusted. There's just crud all over. Pull it out for a second. Gentle, ching, and it drops. The lock drops. And when the lock drops, you like have to catch it because it falls completely off of the mechanism, off of the hook.
Yep.
But that is open. You
escorting them out.
4 more people out of that room or out of that cell, and then there is just 1 cell left.
How far? I have 25 feet.
Yeah, you can make it around to there if you wanted to.
All right, if I can try it on that one then.
Well, lockpicking's in action, so.
True. Can I do it as I might be able to do it as a bonus action as a rogue. Let me look.
Yeah.
You know what?
Dan, engage hide.
I can't because I'm only level 1. So no, that's it.
But you're
And,
there.
Yep, that's good.
No, just if it's an issue next turn, Andy told us that the locks are like super rusty and like look like
Yep.
they're easily broken off too.
Yeah, I think that's probably most or all of my movement, so I'm good.
Alrighty. That brings us to the top of the round. Let me just roll a couple of these. Alright. You see, as the next round begins, everybody that you have released is starting to like follow Grey Boar, as Grey Boar is just running with these two little kids like tucked under his arms, like a football or something, you know,
Yep.
splashing away. Is this massive hobgoblin? Daxton, you are up.
All the cages are open.
There's one cage that isn't open, and that is Solomon is standing in front of it right now.
I want to loot a body.
Of Tarak. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Oh my god! The image like teetered on the natural one and then flipped over to a 19. So it's a 19.
A 19?
Yeah.
With a quick search in the middle of this, you know, kind of worrisome situation that you're in, you know, getting splashed with sewage water as you like kneel down, you find a coin purse, but you don't take the time to look in it.
Yeah.
There's a book. There is this kind of like knotty, burled, like crooked staff. And I think the only other thing of like real significance that your eyes might find with that is a necklace that you can just yank off his cold, dead body.
I snatch it all,
Okay.
and then I'm going to use my bonus action as a rogue to dash towards the stairs. I don't know if I'm large size. If you allow me to grab anybody, I'll scoop them up. But if not,
Yeah, no, you could totally, yeah. I mean, it's not like Nevish trying to pick up two individuals. If you're, you know, at large size,
I'm bigger than Glenmore.
so you have two. And what's your movement, Daxton?
25, but I'm using my bonus action.
To dash, so you get to move 25 total feet. So you actually kind of and pass Grey Boar, you know, also carrying two little kids. It's now looks like a barrel race.
Goods.
Nevish, you are next.
I suppose it looks like the room's clearing out, right? Should I?
Yeah. There's, you know, Solomon standing in the one cell that isn't opened, or in front of the one cell that isn't opened. You see Daxton and Grey Boar starting to take off, and run towards the exit, the entrance that you came in here.
I'm gonna stay near the other guys at that one lock. I want to make sure I've got light present for them.
Okay.
And keep my eye on the stairs. I will hold my action for enhance ability when someone wants to try to do something.
Okay.
Is that too vague, or do I got to call the?
I don't really care. I know what you're going for. You know.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, I realize I'm playing a little bit of open-ended go fish here.
Yeah.
So if you want me to call it, I'll say Dex, whatever the Dex one is.
Oh, for Solomon?
Yeah, I'm gonna say with the cat's grace. You know what? I gotta touch him. How close is he? Am I close enough?
Yeah, you can get within range.
I'm just gonna get up and do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna get up and for some reason touch him, but also get into his head and really make him feel.
Like Nevish
Graceful,
comes down
like,
to whisper in
yeah.
your ear, but he doesn't actually whisper anything. It's just in your head.
Yeah.
And he like
Hey.
gracefully touches my cheek.
You hear like a purr, and I would do it, but I suck at rolling my R's, and so if I'm gonna have to do it on command, it's gonna come out horrible.
Okay.
It's just
But I wanna
one
get-
ear.
I'm not even doing it in his ear. I'm trying to get my throat like next to his ear.
Yeah,
so we
yeah, yeah.
can feel it.
Your Adam's apple is in my ear.
Yeah, that's how I cast Cat's Grace from now on.
Cool.
Sounds amazing.
Thank you.
Next is with the Salmon, because you jumped in. You are actually next in initiative.
Okay.
Perfect.
Ooh, using this new grace that I have from this incredible purr, I'm gonna try and undo this lock, which I will have advantage at.
Yep.
Natural 20.
Tink.
Bang.
And from this,
But on the first roll, so he didn't even need the.
No, I was for sure on the second one.
for this, 6 people come out.
Sweet.
So is anybody writing these numbers of saviors?
I know
No?
6 and 4.
Definitely was not.
11.
Okay. All right. Sweet. I'll just make a number up.
I think
I
I think one of the ones I opened had 12, and
Yeah, there was
No,
another
something
one that
like
had
that.
11, and the first
Yeah.
That's
two
it.
were like 2, 3, and actually I didn't roll for number 3.
It's
that
like
had-
40-ish.
Yeah, 40-ish. That's fine.
Yes.
I just
Close
wanted a general number for running down a hallway.
Yeah.
You know.
Movement out, wherever out is.
So you're gonna start moving towards the
Yeah.
the exit, and your movement's 25.
25. I can't dash as a bonus action or anything, so
I'll just say
I'm just moving.
you get 15 feet closer.
Cool.
You run past Nevish, jump down into the water, and start running. The only ones that aren't in the water right now are Nevish and Regents. And as we get to initiative count 20, I need everybody that is in the water to make a dexterity saving throw as several large boulders from the ceiling and come down and just impede, the area there.
Can't impede me.
They slam.
16.
16? All right. That's a success.
Thank you, plus 5.
13.
13. That's a failure. Solomon?
I got a 15.
15? That's 15 just saves. So,
Is it by chance considered an attack roll?
no.
All right, fine.
It's a layer effect.
Yeah, I was going to use my defensive runes to help Greymore.
It's
Okay.
not
Wait,
horrible.
wait.
It's 10
So
points
that
of
feature.
10 points of
I
bludgeoning.
have a feature once that saving face once per short rest. If you miss an attack or fail ability check or saving throw, you can gain a bonus equal to the number of alloys you see within 30 feet.
Okay.
I'm carrying 2.
And what was your roll? Was it 13?
13,
You see
12, 13.
6 allies. That puts you above. So that's,
For max plus 5.
that puts you over the
Yes.
threshold.
Strength in numbers.
So
The team is real.
all 3 of you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you mainly dodge this, but it pinches you, comes down and hits the lower half of your legs as you're running through. Just kind of twist your ankle in, but you power through that. None of you are knocked prone into the water carrying babies or small kids, so that's really good. Good job, guys. That brings us to Regents.
How many of the cages are still locked?
They are all open now.
They're all open now?
Yep.
Can I see an exit?
Yeah, where you came in on the far side of the room, about 100 feet away.
Fantastic. I'm going to cast my new spell, Arcane Gate.
Stargate.
All right.
Yeah.
And
It's
Rick,
like Portal. Like
I'm going to cast it so that there's a portal like nearby me somewhere that everybody can run into, and then cast it so that the other portal that it corresponds to is at the end of that hallway at the exit to get everybody out of harm's way.
all right. You just, like hop down the ledge and take a couple steps in the water and put it where like a majority of the people, they haven't started traversing at this point. They're just like just at the beginning of the cavern from your point of view. You can plant it close there, and yeah, fucking A. I love it.
Perfect.
Anything else?
Oh, the spoon! Go!
No, that's everything. It is 10 feet in diameter. It opens over each point, and they can be 500 feet apart. It's concentration for 10 minutes.
All right, so you're concentrating. That's all right. That brings us to Gray Boar. You're running. This boulder comes down like you think it's gonna hit you, and you brace for impact. And then at the last time, you just spin out of the way with the kids. As you spin away, you can see Regents open this portal about 10 feet, like the other way. So like you're just past where this portal is, and Daxton's a little bit further in because he started running.
I'll go to a portal. I'll put the kids through
Okay.
first, and I'll stay there, but I'll hold my action to help any kids that start struggling.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Like your arms
If
are out
any
grabbing the
kids-
little kids and assisting
Yeah.
them through. Fucking
If anything else comes start falling down, I'll get in the way or move the kids or something like that.
Okay. We'll say at the end of that round, because that's the end, you assist 6, 11, 17 through the portal at the end. So you have 23. Well, you have 21 waiting to get through on the next turn. That brings us to the top next round. Daxton, it's like you're running. You see Gray Boar like skid and turn around, and all of a sudden you look the other way and you can see them like forming at the entrance. Like that this portal is open and you're connecting the dots. What would you like to do?
I just take a look at the. I never break stride. I take a look at the portal. I'm carrying the kids, and I was like, "You just locked out, man."
Okay.
The troopers like, "You just left Mexico." I'm going through full tilt. I'm gonna lead by example. My urchins will follow me into portals unknown.
Alrighty. So you're
To see where this goes.
you're just beelining it to the other end. Then you're not going back to the portal, or are you going back to the portal?
Where the portal is, I'm going through it.
Okay. All right. So you turn around. Sorry.
I'm going through that portal.
Okay. So we'll say if you use your bonus action and your action to get back there, that'll give you enough movement to get through the portal and get to the other side, and you're the first one of the group.
Behind me? I'm gonna like spin around and run back.
Yeah, you had to turn around.
Yes, I'm turning around and run through the portal. I trust her.
Yeah.
I'm running so hard through that portal, I might hit my forehead on the top on the way through.
Yes. Okay. All right. So you go through along with the two you're carrying. So now there is however many. Yep.
Yeah, you're the one with the big regions.
Nevish.
That's good.
Nevish, you are up, and then Solomon.
right. So the portal's probably still in front of me within, right?
Yes. Yeah. And
how's it look behind me? There's a lot of urchins I still gotta
the
get
urchins
through, or
are all filtering, following your directions. Seeing the portal, trusting, especially if they see Daxton stop and turn around and go back and go through it, they will follow that. They trust
well,
it.
then fuck it. I'm just gonna go through.
Okay, you make it through. Anything you want to do? Anything else?
What do we got for like an exit? I know this thing is like down the hall kind of thing, but what's my next sort of plan?
Where you guys go through the portal is that cavern, that winding cavern. It was probably like a half a mile long, that leads to the warehouse, that leads to street side.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take my movement, but not too far. I want to just keep some light over on this side of the cavern.
All right, Solomon.
Okay. I'm assuming I still have my echo up.
Yeah,
I
if
think
you
so.
had it up.
Let me get that off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pick up a kid. My echo's gonna pick up a kid, and we're gonna run through the portal.
Okay, so that's 2 more. So that's 4 with Daxton. All right.
And then I'm just gonna sit on the other side and try and help kids through as they're coming out.
Yeah, like you guys start like forming a line on the other side, like guiding them. All right, cool,
Yep.
sweet. So right now is layer action. Let's see what it is. Okay. Another couple bigger holes open up, and now like this large just cylinder of water starts pouring in, and you can feel the levels rising. The people like Nevish at the edge of the cavern, even though the tunnel goes up, you wanted to be closer to let your light shine. Now the water is like rising up to the tunnel. But I don't think anybody's standing in it, so we're good. That's Regents and Greybor. As Greybor is waiting to help people through, and Regents, you are on the other side, or you're on this side. What do you do?
How many people are there left?
About 10, and I think if with your guys' help, they'll be able to get through this time.
Okay, so I'll just wait until everybody's through.
Just shooing them.
I'll hold my movement to just go through myself.
Okay.
And then close the portals and start running everybody up the tunnel.
Get to school, Get the fuck
out of here!
Yeah.
Let's go!
One by one, and as you get to the other side, you see your group is already starting. You guys start maneuvering up. Who's leading this journey back up? Who's going to be first in line to the warehouse?
Probably not me.
Okay.
Just physically speaking.
Wait, where's the portal let out?
The portal lets out at the other side of the cavern into the tunnel, which you guys now have started to daisy chain your urchins up for an escape. But you're still...
I went through the portal first, so
it makes
I'm
sense.
running through.
And you're large.
All right.
So large.
So large.
Biggest small player you've ever seen.
Go ahead and roll me a d20, please.
A d20. Let it be known that an 8.
An 8? Okay.
8 feet.
You get your 25 feet up. All the people that you were rescued are following you, and that's when you start to notice, like as you're like running up this tunnel, some water starting to trickle down, and you can see just like a light coat of water is on the floor of this tunnel now. But
Um,
anything you want to do? Are you running up ahead, or are you going to stay with the group?
I don't want to get ahead of the group too
Okay.
far. I'll because that sounds like it's bad. So I'll set down the kids. Actually, I'll set down the kids once we're through the portal and they're with the larger group.
Yep, everybody's there. You guys can all see each other.
And I'll go stealth and well, that doesn't go well. 14 and move ahead to try to scout ahead.
Okay. Actually, I'm not going to even make you roll for it. So as the rest of you filter in line and you guys make your way up this, but you get to a point where one of those rooms that you saw when you came by, they had doors. Like a water pipe is busted out of the wall. Like just for your visage, but this is probably close to some drain that broke, and this is the cause of the water coming into this. It is not going up; it is coming into the room and going down. But it is going to make getting past this for the group more difficult if it continues in this. So.
That's the dissertation can't do anything. I can make the water.
Anyone got shape water?
I can purify it.
I got polymorph.
I could get to the other side of it. If you had like a rope or something.
Yeah, I have pitons and rope. I could like hammer a piton and then throw a rope down. But
I could get to the other side, try and make something. Just a rope.
So you guys are just going to start rigging up like a railing for everybody to get through? Yeah, fuck yeah. Go ahead, roll me a couple dex checks, please.
Nevish will help whoever wants.
Okay.
Whoever's, probably Solomon for rigging up the rope.
All right.
Does help mean you have advantage?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I would like some help.
Oh,
I already have advantage.
all right. Then, I'll help Daxton.
Daxton, so you help Daxton, and all right, go ahead. What'd you roll?
Let's see, just straight dex, yeah. 18.
18. Okay. Daxton.
7.
7
with the help.
Okay.
Slippery. There's poo everywhere.
Yeah, it's slippery, and Daxton, you're pitting it like you can see it not secured as much, so you're not. No one's moving as fast, and the stench is filtering in. But I'm gonna say it takes a little bit longer than you'd like, but you guys can make it past that as your anchor holds strong, Solomon. After that, you guys keep going up, and it gets quiet. The water sound gets less. As you hit the final curve and you hit the actual steps that lead into the warehouse that you entered, probably 6 hours ago by this point. Walk out of the warehouse, and the night sky is set across down Mellington. It's a crisp 74 degrees. That's how it works every night. And the first thing you all notice is all the water that was on the streets that you were trudging through going here is now gone. And it's just like cobblestone with that moss layer on it, like you're walking down a creek bed. But all the water is draining out. There's some like inclines in the roads where water still trickles down, but it's not pooling up.
I cast prestidigitation on myself to clean myself.
And I'll say that you get them out safe, all of them, without managing, you know, life-ending injury or anything. They are all completely exhausted and extremely hurt. As you
Dude.
as you take a second, you know, in the warehouse and count the people as they come through the door, you can see they are just tortured to near death. Like their blood was drained. They look horrible. But they thank you as much as they can, and they find somewhere to 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 hold up and rest, unless there's anything that you guys would like to do before.
I say we take him back to the house where we waterboarded, the one where we're at,
Okay.
and we should pay the woman to be like, they're all staying here tonight.
Oh,
This was this the guy that betrayed us?
Trevek is your was your bartender.
Yeah, he betrayed us and he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead now.
Right.
Yeah.
Was the house with the woman in it? Was that his flop house?
No, that's
Okay, so we'll go drop all the orphans off there, and like, I'll like basically let's just assume that we tend to their wounds as best we can,
Okay.
and then like I'll give her some money
How much?
to be
I
like,
can
go ahead.
4 of the worst hurt kids I'll heal up.
Okay.
That's all the
go ahead.
spells I've got left.
Okay. Mark those slots off.
I can do 6 healing words in total, but that scales in spell level.
Okay.
Is it? Can I just say I just burned through them all?
Yeah, if you
Or
want.
do you want me to roll it?
No, I don't need you to roll. I mean, these are all just commoners or just above commoners as far as hit points are there. However, what I will say is, like, by the time you guys, you know, hand these off to the lady, what was her name? I got it. Like, as you're preparing to go back to nowhere, there's like a moment of realization for all of you where like the silence, like the moments slow down, and you look to like this open first floor with the stairway, and you can see 40 individuals all staring at you, and like admiration, as like they're clearing up their wounds and looking at themselves and just thankful, and they just all give you a smile, and then this the lady stands at the top stairs and she just starts clapping, and the rest of them start clapping, and yeah, it's a warm moment, you know.
Feel strange. Not used to getting applauded.
Yeah, yeah, very very different for this group.
I pull my hood closer.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All in a day's work. All in a day's work.
So
You look really skinny. You should come home with me. You little one, that little tiny one. You need a good. Come with me. Come on.
Looks around.
So I'm gonna give the equivalent of like 10 gold to the oldest urchin, and like it won't be gold pieces; it'll be silver and copper that I'll mark off.
Mhm.
But and tell him to go and like, you know, get enough supplies to feed everybody and bandage them up, and then they can, you know, circle back to nowhere
Okay.
in due time. But you know,
All right.
just to live it.
So, yeah, Greybar.
The one that Daxton's talking to, being as he's the BV
Yeah.
eldest and most responsible of these urchins,
This is
I'll go over and say to him, I have a small group under me. I'll have them come down and help watch over you for the night. so you don't have to worry.
Thank you.
Just warning you in case any will cautious about.
You're such a downer.
He
All
looks
the
scared.
time. It's always just doom and gloom and yuck with you. You're a
That's just how I am.
good boy.
Daxton gives an approving nod as well.
But you guys, after you take care of them the way you want and you are comfortable, you head out the door in through go through the dredges, probably mid morning now, like 3 o'clock, early morning. Walk your way back to nowhere and find yourselves a nice rest. We're gonna go ahead and take a break right there, and we'll come back with a fresh dawn, or if you want to RP before you go to bed. But I would imagine when it's that late at night, you probably just find your rest and.
There's only one thing I was gonna do before I hit the
Okay.
hay, and we don't need to role play it.
Always
Okay.
do it before bed.
Yeah, it helps me sleep a
Mm-hmm.
little.
All right.
Is that the cat's grace? Is that what's called?
Yeah. No, it's something different, but you can pretend it's whatever. But I need some alone time.
Just
in my room.
mark it down. Nevish.
I have, and all right. So when I started this, you said I had 9 days. I broke that into 2 doses a day for a single person, and then I'm keeping track of myself and my best bud.
Okay.
We're going to have the urchins look into other supply avenues, remember? But then they all disappeared into the sewer.
Yeah, I was gonna I didn't feel like detect minding and trying to probe them to see if I could find a new guy, a new source. They just went through a lot, and
It's like they're all
That's
traumatized.
right.
They're not
That's
getting
right.
also, what am I gonna do? Go out in the middle of the night without you guys to try to score from some new stranger?
Some kid's like bleeding from 4 wounds and hasn't eaten in a week, and you're like, listen, you little shit. I know you know where the sewer is.
So,
Did you hear
all
anything about the good stuff?
right. I'm gonna go ahead and switch this over to break. So we'll be back in a little bit.
Oh yeah.
What's in the pouch? Now you gotta figure out how much money I stole off that guy. It's all bar money, but
So I don't. The only thing I want to say before we wake up is, Nevish, when you go to your room, you do notice that Soren is curled up in a corner, bedroll out, just not moving, like laying down.
oh my god, I hope he's dead.
I'm gonna do a quick detect thoughts. Is he just asleep?
You get nothing.
Like he's not alive. I'm gonna
no,
go.
like there's no thought there.
No. Okay. I'm gonna get real close to him and like try to see if he's breathing.
You notice he's breathing very, very slowly, and as you get close to him, like his face, where he's got that like halfling scruff, you can see like these like black, like not like a blackhead, but like a popped pimple, like just these little marks on his face. You notice a couple on his neck. Like grab his hand, it's kind of limp, like not responsive at all, and you can see like a couple of these black marks on his hand.
I spent all my heals on those poor homeless kids. I'm gonna try to wake him, see if I can get him to say anything. Soren, you there?
Make a persuasion check.
27.
27. Like, you're fucking killing this. No one sees you get to be this persuasive. But he's not waking up.
Roman soldier's helmet.
Oh fuck. I gotta get someone else. All right. I'm gonna run out. No, I'm just gonna mentally reach out. Graybor, I need your help. Graybor, it's Soren. He's I don't know. He's not doing good.
I'll go up.
Okay.
Now, describe what you're wearing. Are you in your PJs or a nightgown?
What time is this?
It's probably like
you may not have even
half an hour after you got back. Because he did
I'll
his
probably
routine
still be in my
first.
armor.
Yeah.
Sadly, to your disappointment.
So no. Look, I just thought it'd be a funny narrative. I don't mean to break the fourth wall here, but fuck, that would have been hilarious. So way to shoot the pooch on that one.
And you see Soren, like, now Nevish has got him like on his back, and you removed a little bit of one of his like his long part of his sleeve, rolled it up, and you can see these marks all over Soren's body. Black craters, like small black craters, almost like you burnt a cigarette into your hand, like when you ever done that like, I bet you can't do it. Oh, I can fucking do it. 17-year-old boy shit, or
Do a investigation check. You might see if I recognise them to be potential torture marks, or do they seem?
oh, go ahead and roll the investigation or I'll go with investigation for what you're looking for. You've tortured people before, so you could tell the difference.
15.
15. They're definitely not torch marks. It's like
some kind of medicine. Hold on. Am I good at medicine? I'm not. Well, I mean, I could try. I could. Yeah, I could be. I could be proficient with medicine. Give me a second.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to use a channel divinity, knowledge of ages, to be proficient with medicine.
Okay.
I'm not proficient, so I doubt I could help him.
Roll a d20. Roll a straight d20. If you're not proficient, let's see if you can. What'd you roll?
6.
A 6? Nope. You're not. You're not successful. You start to realize like you're more distracting than you're helping. You know, so
Yeah.
you kind of take a step back and let Nevish. You know, and at that point you can see like his eyes glow over, and like this just little bit of light shines for a second. You know, you can
Yeah.
hear like a ring in your ear. You know, just like a ding, like a fine, like a tuning fork. And then it goes away, and you are proficient with medicine, and you roll.
That was a 15.
15. Okay. I mean, you've been around instances like this. He probably overdosed. It's definitely a reaction from it. You probably haven't seen this exact happening, but you've seen similar things. You know, hey, I got shag. You stay away from it because you hear that it can do things like this. And when you put that together, you start like grabbing his pockets, and you
I was just gonna say
Yeah.
I wanna check his pockets,
it
and
just-
and after that I want to check my stash.
okay. You find like a thin leather sack, like with that has a little rope cinched tight. You like open it, take like a little whiff. It looks like chewing tobacco for us, but you find a pipe in his other pocket, and with like some of the remnants, and it looks like he's whatever this is. He smoked it.
Does it look like not our usual?
Yeah, no, this doesn't look like anything you've seen before.
Great. So Greybor, what the fuck do we do? I'm all out of heal.
I don't know whether he'll deal with.
I'll also say with your medicine check, you can tend to him throughout the night, you know, and just be perceptive to him, you know, washcloth. You know the routine. You've I'm gonna say Nevish has probably experienced this before in his life on some level, whether it be for him or probably more so the people that you deal with or dealt with before the group. Um, so I'm not trying to make you use your spells or anything like that. Just more of a if you want to pay attention to him and just kind of you know if give him water, fresh, you know, wipe him down, do that stuff. That's probably the most that you would do back
I'll
then.
do the best I can for the 10 minutes I'm proficient with medicine.
Well, you can set yourself
I'll
up.
pull out my pearl of power, and I'll use that to regain my one of my second level spell slots,
Okay.
and I will cast Cure Wounds on him because that's all I can do.
All right.
Hey, that's a great idea. I wonder if I have any metas left.
That's 2d8 5.
Okay, so go ahead and roll that up.
Not great. 11.
Okay.
Feeling.
He doesn't wake up, but you see his pulse start to even out. You know, like hit more of a normal beat. But he's still unconscious.
Best I can do.
But
Just Nevish, I knew you and him obviously, you have your ways.
Yeah, I mean, you
Obviously,
know,
we,
you know,
of course, I fucking made you something to do it with. So, that was the line. That could tolerate that, but stuff like this, if this is harder, stronger, potentially fatal stuff like this, it's a
look,
no
I
go.
don't know what this is, man. I stick to the clean stuff. I just use it to keep everyone's voices out of my head, you know, just to kind of calm down, take the edge off. I don't know what this is.
Think I'm gonna have to tell about this.
I understand.
We all know he ain't admitted it, but you know he's Leonard's boy.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that.
So it'd be best if you tend to him for the night. Oh, I've got to go see Leonard about something anyway.
Look,
Return.
we gotta get him out of town, but I don't know if we can even move him like this. I don't know what to do.
This is why I'm going to get Leonard. I'm sure he has his connections. I'm sure he knows what this could potentially be or where it came from.
Well, you know, I mean, if it's not too much to ask when you check in with him, maybe check and see if Leonard has any sued in his inventory that he's looking to get rid of at a reasonable price. Maybe for, you know, as a discount for someone who's done a lot of work for him, you know. Just throw that in there. You don't have to mention any names, but you know, you can give him that like that wink.
He probably.
You know, this is fucking. I am stressing out right now. I'm sorry. I'm very triggered by all of this, and I'm gonna start to smoke my own suit, not this dirt suit that Soren had. But I gotta. This is, you know,
Your stash
this
is
is high
fine.
stress. Okay. I'm just I'm gonna pack a little in and just start lighting up right in front of Greyboy.
I will say you had some in your room though, right? Like hidden in your room.
Yes.
I'm gonna say that
Yeah.
it probably does appear like someone tried to find it, but didn't have any luck.
That fucking scumbag. You know what? I hope he fucking dies. Greyboy, don't even worry about it. We'll throw him right in the river, and we'll tell Leonard that he split town. So be that piece of shit. I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna, like, you know, shake him angrily but lightly.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll just leave the room and go down. Oh, because it's still that night. I'll go down and talk to my guys, get them to go down to the urchins, check over them,
Fair enough.
take them some food, some bread rolls or whatever they need.
Okay. Easy enough.
And
Easy
go
enough.
to sleep.
Go to sleep.
There
Greed
you
is
go.
in the kitchen again, cooking up a storm and showing Cornelius the ropes.
Awesome. The rest of you.
And also teaching the little urchin, the one that she stole from the group, how to properly cut up potatoes and making sure that he eats as much bread as possible.
Okay. You guys do that. Get your rest. Wake up in the morning. Meet down late morning, I will say. Based on the time that you came back. What would you like to do on this day?
When I wake up, I'll go straight to Nevish's room.
Okay.
When you get up, when you get in here, you'll find that Nevish, although he did sleep, he's already awake. At some point during the night, Soren was burning up. He seemed like he had a fever, so Nevish sheared all of his hair off. Because he heard somewhere that because it's obviously you got to cool him down. So
So much sense.
I shaved all of his head and his eyebrows, and I shaved his feet. Maybe his forearms too. His forearms and hands. Well, just the main furry spots of a halfling.
The feet are the best part.
You gotta. That I read somewhere that's how they breathe. Like not like breathe air, but like it's like a cooling thing. That's how they. So I knew I wanted to save his life. I didn't want him to die of a fever. He seems to be doing a little bit better now, but he's just real shaky.
Roll me a dex check, please. I just want to see
Just
how.
straight dex.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Want to see how well he cut hair off.
Yeah. Yep.
8.
He's
Yeah.
There's like high
Patches.
spots, low spots. There's a couple spots where you like dug in. You can see like a flap of skin that was pushed down, and like a couple beads, like dried blood.
Yeah.
Coming down.
I imagine I was using those pinch shears, those like old school scissors that you pinch, and I'm not real great at it, and I'd already used my channel divinity, so I did what I could.
Okay.
Just keep your eye on him for a day. I'll be back. No doubt.
Okay.
I'll go down to the rest of the party if they're down, and I'll just see what we got to say for now.
I'm gonna in Greybor and then in Daxton mention that they should connect, see if his urchins know anything about this dirty suit. Also, maybe we should fill everyone in. I can let people know. Obviously, you're telling Leonard.
Alright. I won't get down. Everybody sit round where we've had food, drinking at the moment. I'll explain the situation with Soren. Shit.
It's not surprising, unfortunately.
Mhm.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm up in the room, but I'm just like eavesdropping.
It means you're drug addicts.
Oh, yeah, well. Look, some of us are responsible.
It's okay. I'm an alcoholic.
So, I was going to go and see Leonard, obviously, about our trip. Begin with, see if any leads. I was probably gonna bring this up with him, because as you all have probably noticed and can tell, an uncanny resemblance, which they don't like to admit for some reason. So, at least he'll be able to look after him while we're out of town.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we were gonna bring him with us, but
It seems like dead weight. I mean, sorry.
yeah, but I mean, he's got some heat on him here. I mean, if we're gonna leave him, we're gonna have to find a safe house, and I mean, everyone knows he hangs with me. We can't just leave him here.
Could we? I mean, we're doing a job for the prince.
Where are you guys having this conversation?
Downstairs.
We're probably closed right now, right? So
In the morning. I mean, you
Yeah.
can be closed if you want to be closed. You open your shop when you're ready to open your shop. So.
Yeah, and I'm not physically present, but I'm like just mentally eavesdropping through everyone and spamming message and
Yeah, this is probably before we open, so I wouldn't have this talk with other people about.
Oh, yeah.
Regents would be making pancakes.
Hell yeah.
And would be eating as many pancakes as they just appear.
any chance someone could, run me up some when you get a moment. It doesn't have to be now. I'm not too hungry. I just blasted off.
Yeah, sure. Room service. Why not?
Well, no, I mean I wasn't expecting you. You made them. That was the gift enough. I was hoping, one of these guys.
I cast Unseen Servant to run pancakes up and down the stairs to never.
There you go. Invisible man
really-
bringing you pancakes. Aren't you special?
You open the door and there's a plate of
I'm
pancakes
trying
like
to-
floating mid-air. Just
Solid.
Look, I've been up all night. I didn't get much rest. I'm just trying to take care of my buddy who's probably dying of some shitty drug.
What? And that's when you hear.
Oh, hey, Regents.
Upstairs. What the?
You remember Soren? Sometimes he comes around and then he and I goes upstairs for like 40 minutes and then he leaves.
Yeah, it's a total fucking mystery.
Look, I know what you're thinking, but he and I aren't like that together.
No. The dazed look on his face every time he leaves wasn't a dead giveaway whatsoever.
But look, sometimes I have that effect on people, but no, it's not. It's what it's. Yeah, he OD'd on this. Yeah, I'm gonna show you. This isn't sued. I mean, well, I don't know what it is. It's kind of like,
It's chicory root. Chicory root.
what's that?
Never mind. I'll tell you when you're older.
Hey,
The coffee substitute. Those little blue flowers grow on the side of the road. You can roast their roots and create a coffee substitute. New Orleans. Yeah.
the more you know.
Nerd.
I'll poke him with my spoon. Not hit him. Not hit him. Poke him a little bit.
okay. He's breathing, but he's non-responsive still.
Okay, what are you gonna do about him then? Are you gonna heal him? You got heals, right?
I got some heals now. Yeah, I was gonna try it once once I had something to eat.
Well, eat.
Of course, yeah. I'm
I'm over here, and you're gonna sit there like nothing's going wrong.
That's the unseen servant walks in with a stack of pancakes. The
well, look,
scene.
I didn't really want to.
Leaning tower of pancakes.
But look, I really didn't want to influence your perception of him, but motherfucker was trying to find my stash. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm sorry that the drug addict friend of yours got into your stash of drugs.
No, he didn't. He
You're
couldn't
also
find
a
it.
drug addict. Yeah, okay, sure.
But still, that motherfucker was looking.
Uh-huh.
How would you like it if someone was rifling through your stuff? Not finding your favorite thing that you hid somewhere. Your lucky spoon or something. I don't know.
My lucky spoon.
Well, I'm just saying, what if someone was... Look, it's a bad example. And you're really starting to stress me out, and I don't have much suit left.
Eat!
All right, I'm eating.
I'm gonna
But I'm thinking about how little suit I have.
Why was he bald? Didn't he have hair?
Oh yeah, don't worry. I saved his life last night. I sheared him. He was burning up. I gave him a clip. I gave him the old clipper.
Why doesn't he have eyebrows?
They were pretty bushy. You could tell they were keeping a lot of heat in. I mean, I don't want to make it a thing. Halflings, right? Look, I got his feet too. I put the blankets on because he's starting to get cold. Yeah.
Honestly, you're trying to cool him down. The feet make sense. The eyebrows, I'm really stumped on, but the feet make sense.
You know what sucks is about 40 minutes after, he started getting real cold and shivering. So I had to just throw a bunch of blankets on, and I got real nervous that like maybe I hadn't done a great idea, but and then he started fevering again later, so it all works out.
Why didn't you just throw the hair back on top of him?
No, I did. I threw it into the like an insulate.
Uh-huh.
I like to imagine that while you're doing this, the unseen servant is like cleaning pancake spittle and pieces off you as you're excitedly talking. Like, I was shaving the hair and reaching, dabbing you with
And I still have like hair that's like all over me and all over the covers.
Gosh.
Well,
Yeah,
You muted,
I
Andy,
know.
if you're talking.
So Greg,
You muted,
Andy, you muted? Andy.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Who was where?
so Regents and Nevish were looking over Soren,
Right, yep.
and she was urging him to try to resuscitate him or something, and then they were regaling each other with tales of shaving him.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna give him a cure wounds at 3rd level.
Okay.
Wow. This mic on. Hello.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just don't show up that it's working, so I don't think it's working.
21.
21 points. Okay. You see like some of the blisters like start to mend. As he is back to full health, but he is still asleep.
While this is playing out, at some point, Dexton would approach either Nevish or Greybor or anyone in the group about identifying the objects that were picked off Gravek's body.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get to that one. Hold on one second. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do with this? I mean, the guy like OD. We feel like he's gonna be fine if he just sleeps it off, or do we have to like intervene with a priest or magically or something here, like you're saying with a lesser resto?
Yeah, I'm not certain the way this is gonna go.
Okay.
I don't know. I think the idea of just sleeping off a heroin overdose doesn't seem
Yeah.
smart, but
That's why I was going to go and when I talk to Leonard, tell him about it.
You know, it might be time to take him to a temple.
I'm sure there's like actual doctors.
Like for last rites.
Doctor.
Can we just leave him in a butt flap to sleep it off?
No! What is wrong with you?
Sure, I'm sure there's someone we might know that
Sorry, I had
deal with it.
I left my book downstairs before the session, and that has the stuff in there, and I put it like right by where I go upstairs, and I forgot it. Dummy. All right. In the coin pouch, you find 150 gold,
Rich.
and it is a coin pouch of like holding. Like it looks small, but you identify it and you dump you find 150 gold in it.
That's fucking awesome.
It can hold up to 500 gold. And it's like,
Yeah.
you know those old school the things our grandparents had with like the metal band in the top. You'd
Yeah,
pinch.
those little twist, the ones that you know.
There you go.
Yeah.
It looks like that.
How about this guy here?
Yeah.
How about-
Ooh.
Oh, that is.
What else was there?
An
Two
amulet, a staff,
and a book.
and a book.
There was a book, a knotty wooden staff, and a necklace / amulet.
The staff is I wrote Staff of Withering. This is my own thing. It is a +1 arcane focus, so it can bump your spellcasting save and your to hit on your spell. It has 5 charges, and you can cast Eldritch Blast out of at 1 charge. You can do 1 Eldritch Blast, and it resets at dawn.
Okay.
The necklace is not magical. If you want to make a religion check, I will.
Sure.
Navish, what do you make of this? Or whoever, what do you make of this?
I need to shut that fucking door.
Anyone want to try it before I do?
12 on the dollar.
Is that what we're rolling with, guys?
Let's say yes.
Okay. So
I could look at it too if we wanted. I'm good at. I know that
Alright.
stuff.
Then go for it.
Does it have to do with Fey, Fiend, or Undead? If so, I get advantage.
yeah, sure.
Okay. 27.
27. Yes. This is like like a pale green, like a malignant, like sicking green gem sets in this with like you start like just polishing it gently and you get these runes to Yargathal. A lesser deity, undead. That's who the where we're at were praying to. So this must be some kind of like
Okay.
this is like a symbol, like a hierarchy in a larger thing, like a priest or someone
Right.
like that would wear this.
Okay. I'll explain it. So I guess he was the top dog.
Guess we have to start looking down and who we bring in then.
Is it worth anything? Or is it just like
It's got a big gem.
I mean, it probably has. I mean, I guess to you guys, anything has value if you find the right person to buy it. But this,
I don't let this hit in the market?
yeah, this is. I mean, I'd say that it's probably worth 100 gold pieces. Like just in the gem, but and
Sure, I could probably polish out the symbols and just turn it into a normal amulet.
So, okay, and then the book, before we decide what to do with it all, the book.
the book is a book of cantrips. And I can get you his spell list, but obviously he was a Warlock Pack of the Tome character, so he had his ritual book.
How does that work with the rest of us? So like
If you're proficient, if you're a spellcaster, I know like by the rules you're not supposed to be able to learn cantrips, but I think that's kind of silly. You know, I think cantrips would be one of the things if you spent the time practicing, you could probably learn it the quickest. At least that's
Yeah.
the way I view it. So, I mean, I'll send you his character sheet. After the session, you can look through the spells that
I
were
love
in
it.
there.
That's awesome. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So Dax
Um,
would snatch the coin purse and like hold on to that tight, but the staff, the book, and the necklace, like I would
suppose with a book we can all learn. Well, us that can do a bit of magic will learn a bit from it, if need be. If one wants to store that up. As for the staff, up to grabs. I don't have use for it.
I don't have a use for it either. Actually, I'd say there's 5 of us, so 30 gold apiece out of that 150 gold, just to evenly split it.
I mean, I could use the staff. I probably wouldn't swing it much, but it seems like it has value.
It would help boost your magical abilities.
Certainly.
It'll enable you to have some more damage output, I suppose. There you go.
Agreed. Thank
Path
you.
to Navish.
You have to
But
attune to it.
kept safe for downtime. Amulet, suppose family can just be sold.
We sell the amulet and put the. We just assume it gets melted down or disassembled and sold, and we put the money into like a. Do we have a group fund?
You could disassemble like the necklace, take the gem out, clean it up and put it up. I would say after cleaning and stuff, you get 75 gold pieces for it. By one of your guys. You guys have guys that you go to. I mean, it just makes sense. It's no sense in beating that horse. So
Yeah, we'd have to have a fence. I mean, in our line of work,
That's another
probably
50.
several. We make them compete for each other and shit.
So that's another 15 gold apiece.
Pass out.
Alton, Alton, Nevish, did you attune to that staff?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay. As like the process finishes, that bugging in your head that you try to push out creeps in like is this whisper just kind of creeps through your ears, like into the back of your head. Wait, make a wisdom save, please.
I have advantage on wisdom saving throws.
Well, that's a good thing.
Ooh, it is 28.
28. Okay. Your attunement is successful. So,
Right? Strange. Yeah, it's probably just because Regents interrupted my buzz. I'll just I'm
So,
Welcome.
ration.
on to Soren, what are we doing?
Well, I mean, as much as I want to kill him, he didn't really find my stash. So, what do you say we just talk to his dad? And, maybe he's got an idea.
Do?
Cool.
cool.
I'll go call
I'll
for
stay here.
Leonard.
So, just because I don't want to half-ass this, let's end there. Because I want to write down some good RP points for Leonard. Because this is gonna be interesting.
It's going to be a lengthy conversation with Leonard.
And I don't want
a lot to cover.
I don't want to improvise that. Also, what I want to say before we come back, I'd like to get on the road. So if there's anything that you guys want to do to prepare before you head out, any supplies you want to get or anything like that, hit me up before next session, and we'll do. I might pick a couple of those to play out a little bit on, in game, and then we'll just back screen a lot so we can go on, because I just know myself and I'll keep questing you in this fucking city and you'll never get out and explore, and I know some people want to go explore, and Andy's just gonna keep fucking questing you guys because I can't help myself. So
Hey, Navish loves it. He's comfortable in the city.
uh
For
I know.
me, it's literally only going to be setting up the tavern, make sure it's got enough money to last while we're off.
right.
Get Pete, what's his name, the carpenter we have,
Yep.
get him set up with money to start finishing off the bear
Oh
pit
yeah, I owe you
and start on the our new establishment
Okay.
next door.
I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
I
Fuck yeah.
I
I'm
don't-
glad you're on top of this.
I owe prints for you on that building, so I will draw that out. I have like my rough sketches, but I have a vision in my head for, because it's like a open first floor with a balcony, and the main building is off to one side. So I'm just dragging my ass.
Making sure my team starts, like I said, start checking everybody in the tavern, background checks, employ anybody else, and check them,
Okay.
and have some of them, if the urchins are willing, train them up if they want to.
Self-defense.
Yeah, as I think it's good to have a good pipeline as they get older and age out of urchin status, then they become less of a out of sight, out of mind. It's just some like urchin, and then like the two older ones like might get, they can wield a sword or a dagger. They might be kind of a
They're
lighter force for you.
they're definitely trainable. So
Mm.
Regents totally kept the tiny one, and he's now in the kitchen peeling potatoes.
He needs a nickname now. He's the named guy, like Mouse or something. I don't know. You can come up with whatever you want.
Apart from that,
I start calling him Little Ted.
yeah, that's about it for me.
all right.
I had the thing that I talked to you about
Yeah.
a month ago, Andy.
Yep.
Back channel. Yeah.
Yeah, we can
It's from the group.
solidify that. Yeah, so if there's that, and if you think of anything, I do want to say, like, how do you guys plan on traveling? Are you just gonna ride horses, or are you gonna get a carriage? Anything would be easy for you to grab. I just want to know what to prepare.
I'd say carriage with a couple horses.
I'd prefer carriage. I feel like Nevish would be not riding.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah, probably same for Solomon.
yeah, I'm sure you guys could afford a nice carriage. So, I'll
I'll probably be on a riding horse.
okay. Well,
Yeah,
perfect.
I'd be riding back of the carriage playing like chess with Nevish and Regents or whoever wanted. Like not riding. I'm not gonna get a sore ass if I can avoid it.
Well, then that's it for tonight. So be safe, be happy, hug people, and we love you.
Yeah. No, y'all.
No.